Welcome back to Anno 2205. Well, as we're looking at our massive city by now, of course, no way finished, we noticed one thing is that energy is now constantly down. We have a huge energy demand we have now with the investors. Well, people who like only the best of the highest quality tech items like androids, replicators, quantum computers. Before we can go for all of that, we do need to solve our energy problem. When I look at my solar panels, for example, I can see that basically every free spot is taken. Only the city spots, of course, are not taken, but I certainly don't want to put solar panels into the town everywhere here. So, well, fusion reactor it is. The fusion reactor is something we can do on the moon. First of all, though, we need to produce deuterium. That is a material that we can only get in the Arctic. So let's go for the Arctic. And as you can see, we are capped with the credits there at the moment as well. That is pretty interesting. So 5.2 million it is. So with every level, we can raise that cap by a few more thousands of credits and stuff like that. Now, deuterium is the first thing. Well, once again, we do need energy here in the Arctic as well. We do have the solar power array here as well that we can use for some additional energy, which makes the whole thing a bit easier now, having that. So we can, yeah, probably put 2 here. They do need a few metal foams, but that's really... Do they need workforce? Yeah, they need 10 people there to work with, so really not a big deal. So we have 1,000 of the energy now. Let's go with scientists, and over here we have the deuterium strainer. It is also part of the qubit processors and the quantum computers. So for the sector project, if you remember, we do need qubit processors, so that would be something, molybdenum and diamonds that we need for that. And let's see, here we have the supercoolants that need methane gas and deuterium, methane ice, and then we have the quantum computers which need the qubit processors and the supercoolants. So high quality stuff, but it just consumes a lot of energy. So let's start with the deuterium first, and we do need, well, coastal sites for that as well. So here we have 2 of them. I just go with both of them, and they do require quite the energy here.
One of the basic elements of fusion power generation. But don't ask me how this all works. That's what your scientists are for.
Right, and there we have a few. The surplus is 14 now. So those things now produce the deuterium that we need. And yeah, looking good workforce-wise as well. I think we can even squeeze in a 3rd one of these. I have no idea right now how many we're going to need. Let's just put another one here. Let's play it the safe way. And with fully upgraded modules there once again. So we have a surplus of 60 now. We do need deuterium here in the Arctic as well for these labs here. But in that case, we do need also to get something of that to the moon. So let's get a few of these deuterium. Here we have it. From Akia flows to Mare Relictum. Oh, we cannot do that yet. We do need to expand our spaceport there as well before we can have a trade route. Let's have a look for that. Let's start the upgrade. We need super alloys for that, so we have that. While the upgrade is happening, we cannot distribute the goods from the Arctic to other parts of the world. So as part of that, our balance there dropped a bit. But as you can see, we are upgrading it rather quickly. It only takes a minute. And there we have it. And there we have the upgrade. It is upgraded, so now we should be able to have a transfer route, hopefully, between the Arctic and the moon. And there it is. Let's say 30 for now. Because I have no idea how much we need.
The first deuterium deliveries just entered the lunar orbit.
That's very good. So that we have produced deuterium, upgrade the spaceport, create a transfer route, produce helium-3 now in the lunar region. Then we have to produce the fusion power cells with that as well. Yeah, on the moon we basically have no energy at the moment, so we have to get another solar power. We can actually have those solar panels here on the street as well, making it a bit easier. Let's have, yeah, 3 of them, I'd say, and 1 here, even though this one here doesn't get any. Yeah, a bit of sunshine there. Very good. And we do have enough workforce. The only thing that I can also see is, well, another depot, logistics supply that we have. And now we can focus on what is really important here, and that is the helium-3. For that, we do need a mountainside once again. Lucky us, we do have a few mountainsides left. And in that case, let's get this one over here. And this one over here. And then we have helium. And helium, and of course they do need
helium-3,
shields.
the fuel of the future. So far its potential hasn't been tapped. but that's about to change.
And there we have that. Also 60 now of that. So the ratio is quite the same. We have 60 of that now. No idea how they produce helium. There must be a way around that, right? So we have the helium, and with the helium we now have to produce the fusion preparation plant, the fusion power cells that need helium-3 and deuterium. For that, I think, yeah, here we can have, in this little spot there, we can already have these production chains now. We do need some logistics here once again. And then we have our power cell.
This all looks promising.
There it is.
I must say, I'm a little wired up right now.
There we have that, and as you can see, massive buildings, they cost a lot, and they cost also quite a lot of workforce there. Let's have 2 more of those guys here. Let's just see how much we consume with that. Do we helium we have plenty of. We still have lots of deuterium, so we are not consuming a lot here. The only thing is now energy. Once again, these things are crazy when it comes to energy consumption, so we do need another solar power panel here and another one here. And as you can see, if we produce these high quality things, you know, we would have to spam everything full with those panels until there's no tomorrow anymore, and that is certainly not the goal.
Attention.
Let's have a few miners as well, since we do need workforce. Over here we can have another big solar power shield generator, and this one gets the workforce over here then. Right, let's have those guys here. Of course, they do need a street connection. Just beside the crater, a beautiful location for those guys. And yeah, workforce is going up. Oxygen is looking fine. Everything is actually looking fine, so we don't need to do anything else. Here we can still squeeze in a few of them, since we don't need the titanium plating for that. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can purchase titanium plating. There are quite a lot. Can we sell something? Oh yes, look at that. For example, the bio enhancer here would bring me 400,000 each time we sell it. You know, the problem with that is though that we are capped on 5.2 million. Yeah, we are. So it's no use really selling it for the moment. So that's that. We have a few workers again. We have the fusion power cells now, 20 of them. And now, well, the last mission, build a fusion generator. This is exciting that we have it. Fusion reactor costs me 700,000 credits and produces 4,000 energy. Now, before we build that, we need to have a good spot of it, because we need to build lots of them, especially with the modules. So here, there, I think we have a nice spot. Actually, we have quite a lot of space here. That's fine. And oh yeah, some plating. Let's just take the plating there with us. And here, let's have a big shield generator. It's such a nice animation here. And then we have the fusion generator, the fusion reactor. Let's have it.
It works. It really works. You've just created a clean supply of infinite energy. This will catapult humanity into a new era. Now, share your achievements with the world. The Global Union wants you to build the 2 most powerful energy transmitters ever seen.
Right, so that would be the next step to transport that energy. Let's have a few of these modules here too. Oh, it needs magnesium as well. That is, or magnetite. That is something that we only can get with assignments and the missions there. But there we have a few of them. They look really cool, I gotta say that. As producing now 6,900 energy for me. Put that into the perspective of these solar panels here with 400 energy each. And this is 7,000 now. And yeah, now we need to upgrade our spaceport there once again with the power cells that we have. So let's start the upgrade here. And in Viridian Coves we also need our upgrade. So let's go back to our megacity. Back in Viridian Coves, here we now need to upgrade our spaceport as well. But what does it cost as well? Yeah, power cells. So we do need to transport some of these power cells now from the Lunar region to Viridian Coves, right? At the moment, oh yeah, very good. Now we have a surplus. So let's just get the surplus over here. And with that, we can now also upgrade here our spaceport.
Starting space warning. Unfulfilled demand for specific consumer products.
All right, and then we just need to finish it.
The energy crisis, oh yes. First, the corporations bring Earth to the brink of a total blackout. Then they press the population of the moon for a solution. And now they come to rob us of the fruits of our labor. But we will not allow that.
Doesn't seem like a happy person, this guy there.
Spaceport, ready for
There we can see
development.
the energy transmission now, the beam. And in that case, we do need to finish it on the moon as well. So there, as we can see, pending the construction. I don't know why he was talking right now. I think he's going to attack again. But let's finish this one here too. Oh, we do need magnetite. Right, we don't have enough of that. Can we purchase that? We can purchase that. It cost me 5 million. Let's not go with that much, right? Let's purchase 2 stacks. And that should be it. Right.
Drake, whenever you think you have a moment to catch a breath, he leaps out of his lair. But I've had it with all the hide and seek. It's time to strike back.
Alright.
It's way off the official procedures. But I activated an old contact of mine. She knows where Drake is hiding. And she's willing to infiltrate his facilities to find out what he's planning.
Drake maintains a secret military base on Earth. All of the Orbital Watch's secrets, safely stored in one place. I just need a team of capable data engineers and I can access them from here. Or we'll do a little home visit.
Sure thing, let's do the mission.
There. Drake's Fortress of Solitude. And I see it's pretty well guarded. Nothing you can't cope with, I hope. Get me to a server access point or something so I can hack into their database. Could be we'll have to find more than one, though.
Oh, we have a visitor. All ships, battle stations. Show them what good hosts we are.
So by now we should be having a pretty well upgraded fleet. Let's go right in here. Seize 2 strategic targets inside the Orbital Watch secret base.
Open fire.
There we have a bit of battle. There we have a tower. There is a side mission with, oh, lots of magnetite. 58. Find valuable ore. No idea what that means.
Roger.
Where we should find it. Let's have a look. Can we see that kind of?
Copy that.
More of the ships. Be careful though not to speed it up too often because we are losing quite a lot of health there quickly. Where is the ore?
We're under.
Ah, look at that. It's up here and we just need to collect it with a click on it. And we do need to find how many of them? 7. 7 that is.
Now shipping can once again transit the area unmolested.
And there is the mission. Very nice. Let's continue. We need to go for the first base. Where is that base? Oh yeah, right. Down here is one. Let's get over here. We probably will have to repair again. There is... Oh, did he see me now? The Dreadnought? I hope not. Let's continue. There is a smaller fleet. Let's take it out.
Target acquired.
Right, so here should be the base. There it is. There we get the first base, the first strategic one. So let's take it. Oh, I'm losing a lot of health here right now. Right, but we got it. That was the first one, and the second one.
Repair systems online.
Holy moly, I need a lot of repair. And the other one is over here, so we should be able to reach that. There's a missile barrages. Yeah, let's take out this Dreadnought there. We have an EMP.
They're attacking.
Nuclear missile. Fire.
Right, so they're also losing a lot of health quickly there with those nuclear missiles, as they're called. Even though I don't really see a nuclear explosion there. But that's fine. Let's continue. Up here, there we have the next base.
Nuclear missile. Fire.
Oh, and we can just really spam them because we have so much of it.
Coordinates confirmed.
Righto, and I think that's it.
Mission results incoming.
Wasn't easy hacking into their mainframe. And without you, I wouldn't have made it.
Perfect, so he's gone. We get a bit of experience points there again.
Nice. That's how you do an inside job. Got the data you wanted. Plus a few files for me, just out of private interest.
She will call in a return for her services one day. But what matters is, you dealt Drake a heavy blow. He will recover from it, no doubt. But for now, we have the advantage, and we should use it. The lack of reliable energy sources is Earth's greatest weakness. especially in conflicted times like ours. But you hold the key for a peaceful future. The Lunar licensing program is about to be completed.
Alright, energy transfer. We need to start that. Let's start. Let's choose the energy. And as we can see, we got 6,900, and we can then transfer that not only to Viridian Coves, but to the other parts of the world as well, wherever we have upgraded the spaceport to the highest level. So for now, let's use 5,000 as a beginning.
Energy transmitter online. Starting test protocol for energy transfer. All parameters in the green. Energy transfer successful. Congratulations. You have completed all Lunar licensing program objectives. Fusion energy transmission will now meet the world's energy demand and enable mankind to implement new means of galactic travel. Global Union is grateful for your cooperation.
So I hope it doesn't take 200 more years for fusion reaction to take place on Earth, but well, in this case we finished it.
One last point remains on my project plan, and that is to thank you for all you've done for humanity. You're the forerunner of a new era of prosperity. The Union has great plans. Your corporation will become the government-accredited provider of lunar resources. And as a sign of gratitude, you're given building permits for a corporate headquarters of your choice.
Now isn't that just nice? We get a headquarter. That is the next step here, the 6th among 5 built-in connect a corporate headquarter, and we also need to reach 150,000 investors. For that we need to produce the replicators, androids, quantum computers, and the graph. So the game is far from over, even though it kind of like looked like it. And yeah, we still have lots of sectors, and also the Vanilla Plains, which is kind of a unique sector that we're going to have a look at. First of all, we do have the luxury food here, the production that we have, so we no longer really have to look out for the energy there too much. First of all, I want to get some more soybeans here, and we do need to get that luxury food here for more investors, obviously. And I think we could already be upgrading lots more, because we want to reach the next level there to get a bit more money on our account. As we can see, we cannot really upgrade anything here right now. Neuro implants is something that's missing now too. And lots of beautification needs to be done here. Here, for example, we have a little park that we can squeeze in there. Here, I already placed a few nice ornaments there. It's just looking so nice, the whole thing here. Over here, we have some upgrades that we can take now. That's important. And yeah, level 52. Beautiful. More upgrades, especially the small ones we can upgrade en masse right now. We have everything they need, and look at that, those guys here. More upgradings incoming. But as you can see, we cannot upgrade the rest, it seems, because we would need more of these workers here, right? So yeah, let's have a few more workers down here, because I really want to at least have a few more of these guys.
To crush the revolution.
Oh, he's there again.
Now, the tables
Didn't we just crush him? And here we can squeeze in a few more of those guys. Right, so this is kind of like the end of the city then that we have here. That means we could be, yeah, should be able to upgrade a few more again. Let's upgrade those guys here. Right, that's just enough. Here we have a little place for the stadium, and we haven't even started the space station yet, so that is something we can prepare as well. For the space station, we need these biology institutes, those institutes in general. So each level of them has an institute of its own. The biology is the first one. That would be the space station, only the brightest. I am Adam, your artificial data amalgamation messenger. My mainframe has been brought into orbit. Opening an astronaut training facility is advisable. So build a training center in any region, and we start with the biology one. And those guys, well, that's kind of like a shuttle launch station. And yeah, here we have a perfect space for that, don't you think? Here on the outskirts of the town.
Launch preparations complete. Shuttle awaits your confirmation.
And then we have the first one. The problem with that is now it needs people around it for it to grow. So we cannot actually... That is a bit a problem, because I don't think that is logical that we should have people around the shuttle launch pad. But in that case, yeah, we do need that. So let's move this more or less closer to those guys here. Right, with this we can... or we should have it even closer here. Is that working? That now we have a 27% resupply rate. So that defines the rate of the growth here. And we should have a high growth of it, because we do need a lot of those astronauts then in the space station. In here probably the growth would be the highest, but I really don't want to have that. Something like that here close to anything. There we would have 100% because we get investors close by. So this grows rather quickly. But yeah, let's not have it right in the city center. I just don't like the idea of that. Let's take into account a smaller growth rate for now, and we can then move it away again in the future. Now, the luxury food, we do have the soybeans. We do need some more cattle farms. We can still squeeze in a few, especially here in that region. And there you can see that this is the end of the town, because we have cattle farms here now. So those guys live beside cattles. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Right, so that's 46 additional meat. The wine is something that we still need a bit of. Right, and probably we can squeeze in one more here. $26 that we have, and then we have a few of these luxury factories there again. 2 more, is that enough? Then we still have a few upgrades, a few modules that we can squeeze in here. That's fine. 65 luxury food again. And the other thing was the IntelliWare that we can have here now. And we should then focus on the new production chains as well.
For your arrival.
And to continue with more production chains, what we need to do is we need to also, well, get the energy transmission into the Arctic. So for that we need to upgrade our spaceport here, which in case does need, once again, the fusion power cells. Now we do have one of these trade routes here in Viridian Coves. We can get rid of that. We no longer need it in Viridian Coves. And we can have a new trade route for that, for those fusion cells from the moon to Archaea Flow, since we do have upgrade the spaceport to allow that. And now we can start the upgrade here as well in the Arctic, starting with that upgrade here. And while that upgrade takes place, what we can do on the moon is, well, we can increase our energy production even more. So we barely scratch the surface of our production right now that we have here for the fusion reactor here. So we can add more of these modules now, right? The only thing that's really limiting us is, well, workforce. How many of these modules can I have? 6 of them. That's pretty impressive. So quite a lot of them. Magnetite is the only thing that they cost beside the huge power. And here we have the magnetite. So let's have a few of that, as we can see. And we can, well, sell the stuff that we have here. For example, the oxygen for quite a nice price. The lunar food that we have there. In that case, get a bit of the money back again. But yeah, I think the limit is a bit too harsh here, because we reach 0 way too quickly.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause
and workforce is something that we also need here. So there we have
insufficient.
There we have the drones, right? Getting me back 55 worker for each one of these modules there. There we should definitely have a few of them. And yeah, we produce now 8,000 energy. And from now on, we can continue with those fusion reactors here, making it a huge farm kind of. And then transport it over to, yeah, for example, Archaea Flows. Let's have a look. We should be able to finish that upgrade here. And there it is. And now we also have the energy transmission in the Arctic. Let's go back up there again. A new transfer. We have 8,000 in capacity. And let's just say up to 5,000, right? That we deliver now to Archaea Flows. That's pretty amazing. So we no longer have to worry about energy anymore. And by the way, we can do that now with every new sector that we create. So with every new sector, we no longer have to worry about building materials anymore, because we can just transfer that from an existing sector. We no longer have to worry about the energy anymore, because we can just deliver it over there. So building up a new infrastructure on a new sector is much easier now than it ever was, because we now basically can just, well, deliver everything over there. Now, what we still here have is a new island though that we need, because we need to go for new production chains, and the main one here would be the quantum computers and the cubic processors. Now for that, we do need the deuterium that we already produce. The deuterium, the methane gas ice are then used in this cryogenics lab. Now for that, we do need some more coastal sites that we have here. That's fine. The only problem that I can see right now is the workforce. In that regard, do we have more drones that we can use? Drones are only really useful on production chains where lots of workforce is needed anyway. You know, in that case we really don't have that much here. There we have one, but we already used the drones here. So we do need, however, to grow there again a bit, because I'm pretty sure that we certainly don't have enough workforce. For that we do need more fish first. And I guess here we can then have a street going up there for the fish.
This building phase is assigned only to you.
Right, and then a new canned food production that we have here. So in that case, we shouldn't worry about the heat there too much, since we have so much space anyway. And here we can just have the canned food production now fish-wise. Oh yeah, we do also need a bit more fishes there, once again. And let's take also that sector here. How much does it cost us? 600,000 credits. That's almost like a whole sector.
Good thinking.
But let's go with it.
Another Arctic branch office will certainly prove useful.
We do need it.
Attention.
Let's get the fishes there. That's fine. We also should have a new logistic supply here on that new island. And then we have the mining sites here. 1, 2, 3 should be. Yes, there's the third one. Very good. And there we have another coastal site. And yes, since we do have a nice surplus now of the canned food, we can actually get a few more people to our main island, which is here. Those protectors, and as we can see, we got quite a lot of space now here, especially between those power generators here, which we basically actually wouldn't need anymore, or not that many of them anymore. There we can have a new block. Let's get rid of that solar panel there and just have a few more here. Right, and a community center. They usually want that. Getting us the workforce that we need. Another logistics supply center here. And over here, let's have another one here. Material wise, we are perfectly fine. So let's start with the new production. We have the methane ice that we do need plenty of once again. So at the moment, let's see how many I can squeeze in here. So that's 24 of a surplus that we have there. We do need the deuterium and those two things then for the cryogenical lab. Now deuterium we have plenty of, ice we have plenty of. So I can actually go with the cryogenic lab there right away. Let's put the first one here. Needs actually quite a lot of workers, and there we can also squeeze in the modules then, and we do that just here beside the street. How many modules? Quite a lot of them. Right, and for that, definitely the drones. Right, so that we retain some of our workforce there. How much is that now? 14. Right, so we produce now 14 of that. That's not the qubit processors yet. The qubits do need something completely else then. They need diamonds and molybdane. Now molybdane we can still do here with those mining sites there. But diamonds, well, diamonds is something we probably will need. Oh yeah, first of all, diamonds is only in the temperate zone, and for that we'll need a new sector. Or, well, Wild Water Bay, which we have here. And we're doing exactly that, getting the diamonds there for the qubit processors next. Stay tuned.